Alright, let's move on, because to those who don't know what happened last time, a lot has happened. A lot of mystery is still, there's a lot of mystery still surrounding this chapter, but we're already moving on with the class trial. And here we go. Jeez, there will be no punching of the kids in the face. There's no reason to punch kids in the face. How are you doing, by the way? Biggest mystery is the one who died. Who could it be? Could it be Kyoko? Could it be somebody else? Here we go. Through the double doors. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? I mean, literally how she's feeling right now. I don't know if you heard that. I don't know if you heard that sound that just came out of me right there. But how you doing, Cheese? You're fuming because you quit your jobs because of coworkers? Oh, that stinks right there. I mean, if the coworkers are not good, then yeah, that's a good reason. That's a good reason to quit a job if the coworkers don't work with you or if you don't like them. But I hope this stream helps you out even a little bit, Chise. What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and embrace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But, we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here or... Oh, there he is. Or what? Jesus! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? Everyone?
Huh?
What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we all heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey.
Yo! She did not die! So, who the heck died? It's freaking Kyoko! I'm here and no rule's been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive? That's a ghost! Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of that fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts into the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of ya. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right, now we gotta deal with a ghost! I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me! Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But
I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. So, the thing is, even though Kyoko is fine, there is still someone dead, so one of us did kill. And the thing is, it was the knife in my room and I was sick, so maybe I killed the person? The game ends with me dead? Who knows? Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then when did you find out?
So...
Just now, I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Nice! Secret key! Hey, Chrisley, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. This game's amazing. I mean, I can't believe it took me this long to start playing this game, but man, it's crazy. I'm just happy that my girl Kyoko isn't dead. Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem...
Monokuma's secret tool, aka confused either a lockpick or a skeleton key. You know, keys made out of skeletons is not a good thing, you know. Those bones are really brittle. But what's going on, Kane? Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her? Am I going to be playing the following games after this one? Not right away, but yes. I will take a small break so I don't burn myself out. I remember when I was playing through the Phoenix Wright games, one after another, and I got burned out when I got to Apollo Justice. I just don't want to get burned out, but yes, I will play the other games. I mean, why play the first one, then just leave the series? That'd be kind of crazy, don't you think?
Goodbye.
That'd be kind of funny, though. It's like, oh man, Danganronpa 1 was amazing. You gonna play the second one? No! Let's see. Well, if that's all, seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? But yeah, this game has been insane, though. Also, one thing that threw me off is that this game has 6 chapters from what I've heard, aside from the 5 episodes Phoenix Wright games usually have, so I keep thinking, oh, chapter 5, the final chapter. No. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. Ah, thanks, Chrisley. And the doors slid shut. This time the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair. Oh, what the flip happened here?
I can't wait!
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. What are these colors? The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed. Let's get on with the show. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Oh boy. Starting off the stream with a class trial, hopefully my brain is just fine. Alright, I don't know why on the Switch it lags here, but it has been lagging at certain parts, which is crazy. Increases the focus gauge by 2. Oh, alright, cool. I think that's the only new skill I just got, aside from the many that I don't have. Apparently, I'm not a good friend. Alright, let me save one more time and then we will be on our way. I mean, out of all the things to friggin' lag on, why here? They're in the class trial. Everything is fine, though. All right, let's do it. Class trial begin. Look at all those deads.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
By the way, has the audio been okay so far, chat? Making sure.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened.
Crystal
and
clear,
the one that
fantastic.
deceived everyone else will graduate.
I mean, literally, it's been 5 chapters. Do we need a repeat? I mean, sometimes I do, because remember what happened last class trial and I forgot the controls? I still won, though. I still won. But yes, I will try not to talk much when the characters are talking, because I rather us hear the characters clearly instead of them talking, and I'll be like, guys, I'm overshadowing their voices. We gotta hear everyone nice and clear.
Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
By the way, the more I look at this, the more sad it gets. There's only a few of us left.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
Kyoko, I feel the same way, girl.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because...
I mean, ghosts do have legs now. I played Luigi's Mansion. They have arms and legs. So, yeah, that doesn't work.
she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
I believe it.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Have you played Luigi's Mansion, though? It's real.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her trait?
One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. The glare, the gloves, her face. We don't know the face, her glare, her gloves?
I got it!
Yes, the gloves.
I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
I mean, the dead body's face got blown off thanks to Toko blowing up the body.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
Eczema.
And would you happen to know the answer?
Eczema. It sucks.
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
From the eczema.
Oh! You know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
But the thing is, the hand also had scars, right? It had scars and a tattoo, so...
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Remember that bear never lies. But I do... I'm joking. There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here, and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to spin the room around. Here we go. I love this part. Tattoo on the right hand, exploded body analysis, and fake nails. Freaking love when the room
Kyoko there
spins.
is just a ghost.
Body analysis, fake nails, and tattoo on the right hand.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
That's
They
true.
got burnt up in the explosion.
I'm a ghost. Interesting.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Just want to make. I'm trying to get used to the controls again.
Yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
She must
That
have.
corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
She
This
must
entire
have been wearing.
discussion is idiotic.
No. Oh wait, that's. I'm trying to find out where can I see my stuff. I'm trying. How do I read?
Kyoko there
I'm trying
is
to read my
just a
stuff. Oh, there we
ghost.
go. Let's see. I mean, pretty much. It's like, yeah, the explosion has burnt the body, so there was no gloves. The fake
Okay,
nails and a tattoo
prove it.
won't help with that, so it's got to be the exploded body and body analysis.
They got burnt up.
Up in the explosion. Then she was wearing gloves. Well,
Yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse
Oh,
is
wait.
absolutely Kyoko.
Then he brings up that the body must have been wearing gloves.
Idiotic.
Hold on, she must have been wearing gloves?
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Okay, this one's a tough one. I know we just started, but
Impossible.
hold on a second.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Flip. I'm already getting stuck right now. She was wearing gloves. No, she wasn't. They got burned up though.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I mean, I do agree. But what do I use to break it though? I'm losing a lot of time just standing here right now. I'm trying to think right now, chat.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
If she's
The
dead, then
dead
take the
body
wallet.
wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Wasn't wearing gloves.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Ah, that didn't work.
Shoot.
I'm trying to find the contradiction. This is one tough contradiction. They're talking about, oh, she must have been wearing gloves, but they got burned up. What the heck do I use?
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead
Oh,
body
wait, the
wasn't
fake
wearing
nail.
gloves.
Wait, maybe the fake nails?
They got burnt up in the
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna use the fake
she must have
gloves.
been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is
Absolutely. This entire discussion.
It got
is
blocked
idiotic.
off by a different thing right there. So I'm like, wait, you don't wear gloves when you're wearing fake nails, right? Yeah, that has to be the reason.
Prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing.
They got burnt up in the.
Then she was wearing gloves.
I'm gonna say because why would you wear fake nails with gloves? There we go.
No, it's wrong.
Took me a while. We got a break. We got a break.
No. There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves.
I'm sorry, I just don't wear nails. So, I mean, I do have nails, but I don't wear fake nails and wear gloves. I don't test that out, so it took me a while to think about that.
Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember?
It was fingerless gloves, that's what it was.
I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not a material girl. I don't wear fake nails, I'm sorry.
It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Here, here.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life.
The thing is, if I ever had custom-made gloves, they would be sloth claw gloves. I wonder if I can ever get those made one day.
If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
That's true.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
We sure it's not the 16th student, the one that Kyoko's been telling us over and over again?
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Byakuya is done. Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. Spin it! Sprinklers, exploded body analysis, and tattoo on the right hand. Alright, let's do it.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
Me. I'm the one that died.
Gotta be some way to figure it out.
I don't think so. The place was scorched beyond recognition.
True,
And
it
there
was
wasn't any
burned up.
description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body,
Oh wait! Tattoo! There we go.
No, it's wrong.
Contradiction found. Break.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
what? For real?
For real.
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Already living it, baby.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Yeah, that's the tattoo of the mark of Fenrir.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Cute little puppy dog.
Her master must have made her get it to be like you're my bitch.
Oh.
Seriously? You really did something that humiliating?
Okay, Toko.
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
If you compare the tattoo to other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. Let's see, it's gotta be... We did find something that... Tattoo on the right hand. No, that's the same thing right there. Let's see. Bloody duct tape, titanium arrows, woodblock key, Monokuma's account. Oh yeah, here we go.
I got it!
Mukuro Ikusaba.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps.
Hey Kenny, what's
That's
going on?
the
Welcome to the
military
stream.
group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
It has been a while. Hope you've been doing all right.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
All right, chat. So if you were a part of an organization and they want you to get a tattoo, where would you have the tattoo? I wouldn't just have it on the back of my hand. I'd probably have it on my back. So whenever I take off my shirt, they'll be like, wow, Pixel, you made a huge mistake. And I'd be like, yep, I did. The image that represents Fenrir is Elliot in your left ear, Dana in your right. Oh, hole? Wait, it's just E and... Oh, wait, hold on a second. What am I trying to spell out now? Oh, wait, is there like a way to just see... Oh, wait, I got stuck right here. What am I trying to find again? What am I trying to find again? I wish I could just find out. Dang it. I actually read it now. It just... Oh, E? No, it's not E. What? Just W then? Oh. Wait, what am I? Oh, whoa! Oh, the mark.
Now I understand.
It's the freaking mark. Oh my goodness. I'm an idiot.
The
Sorry.
representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Oh my goodness. I actually read the thing, and by the time the freaking letters came out, I'm like, whoa, wow. The representation, the mark is a wolf. That's what it was. I'm an idiot right there.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
I'm sorry, my brain just right there.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf.
Jenny Junior anime.
Which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
But the thing is, we haven't seen Mukuro's face.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
So literally, we hear about the 16th student. Oh, they're dead. Never mind. But we gotta find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student.
The mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No, it means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
Mukuro was just there.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier.
Who died?
If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Then Who was Mukuro Ikusaba?
You gotta love freaking Monokuma in the background, just laughing it up. He's just laughing it up back there.
She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Phoenix Wright vibes. Consider this a more mature Phoenix Wright. You know, more of a mature audience Phoenix Wright.
Usually when
There's no parrot to investigate here.
It has a lot more detail.
We investigate Moitas.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
We didn't even get to know her.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
Squid Game. This was Squid Games before Squid Games. So enough about Squid Games. Did you know that Netflix is doing their own reality series where they're actually gonna bring in real people to do their own Squid Game? They're really just gonna murder off 455 people just for a reality show. Let's watch it.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Prattle, chatter, and chit-chat.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Oh boy.
No! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
What if I did it? What if I'm the
There are
killer?
only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Thank you, Monokuma.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Yeah, don't lie about it, Hero. You probably did it.
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects. I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based on what we know, there can only be two suspects. Right now, he suspects me and Kyoko.
I got it!
Got it! I did
You
it!
narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Just imagine, you're just thinking there. Wait, I'm the murderer? Got it! It was me! Oh, wait, I screwed myself over.
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there.
But that is your word against ours, so...
So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
Okay, but yeah, that did happen. Those four were in the gym disassembling a Monokuma robot.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs.
Imagine being Monokuma right there and know that another one of the robots was just being disassembled. You dare touch the great Monokuma, dare?
All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
But the thing is, Makoto was sick. I know because I'm Makoto, so did Kyoko really...
Exactly so.
So the only susses now are me and Kyoko. Dang it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
I was sick in bed.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place.
True.
Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at, well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
What a smart boy.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
So what time was the body discovered? It was at 9.
Got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be
And
around
she rushed
then.
for her life for her darling little master.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
That narrows it down, right? Yep, okay, so in those 11 hours, what time did the body die?
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Also, remember, I wrote up notes. I wrote up notes just to make sure I cover my tracks. Water on at 7:30. The big plant eat people. There's 5 chicken, now 4 chicken, and then I drew a person getting eaten by the giant flowers. So when the information comes, I got it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m., and I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. Okay then, it looks like the game has begun. If I can provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove that the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. This game will make a weird show. Jeez, I mean, we just found out that all of this is being live streamed to everybody. Everybody's watching this, and I'm streaming the stream of this, which is kind of
We've
crazy.
established a time frame for the murder. It took
Let's
place
see.
somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Hmm.
and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock
5 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
to 7:30.
7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
I think I know where to put it at. I gotta go for the sprinklers.
For the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 and 9 o'clock in... and
I
Makoto
love speeding up the text. It's so funny. Sprinklers! Oh. Oh, dang. My mistake. Maybe I was thinking it wrong.
Established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
10 o'clock at night. That did
And 9
happen.
o'clock in
And
the
9
morning.
o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And Makoto doesn't have an alibi.
Alibi for...
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So
Is that
Makoto,
really
if
it,
you have
though?
any objections, now would be the time.
Oh, whoop. Hold on. Let me look through this stuff again. It did before then, it didn't explode until after we found the body, so that doesn't matter right there. The fragments near the body. When I woke up, I went to the gym and found the Monokuma bot, and we found a bomb there. I gotta use the fragments. It's gotta be the fragments because the bomb didn't show up until after we found, like, somebody moved the bomb, so it has to be the fragments of the bomb. Alright, I think I know where to use the
Established a time
fragments
frame
near
for
the
the
dead
murder.
body.
It took place somewhere between 9 o'clock in the... Yep.
And Makoto
Because we
doesn't
found
have
the
an alibi
bomb
for most
when I
of that
woke up.
To 7:30.
Wait, what?
Shoot!
Hey, what's going on?
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Well,
heck?
Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
What am I missing then?
It's 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
The body didn't
So,
explode
Makoto,
until
if you
7.
have
Like,
any
I don't know
objections, now would be
what's
the
used then. Yeah, I
We've
was using
established the
the
time frame for the murder.
sprinklers. I used the
It took
sprinklers.
place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
So do we use the sprinklers here? Oh,
No, it's wrong.
really? So I had the right idea, just at the wrong part. Oh,
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10
I mean that
o'clock.
makes sense
It
then.
had to have taken place way later.
I mean, imagine if Makoto was the one that killed. I mean, I did have that weird dream, and I did have that knife.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden.
All right, Chad, I'll tell you. Makoto gave him COVID, and he died that way. There you go. Makoto gave him the COVID that he had for a day. He just transferred it. Happy now?
The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
That body had drip, all right. Okay,
Sorry,
so I
Coco,
did have the.
but
I
you're
had the right idea. I had the right idea, just the wrong part. I just used the sprinklers at the wrong part.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
Oh.
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, the body was wet because of the bucket.
Denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Soka just fades away.
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you better tell us why!
I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toka with certain evidence and that should do it. If we look at the body itself, that should make it clear. Oh boy. The moment of truth. It's the rhythm section. Here we go.
I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No!
Here we go.
This should prove it.
I got better this time. I didn't mess up. Yay.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the
I
sprinklers.
remember the controls this time.
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because while
the
body
bucket
was
had
still
no
on
water
fire,
in it.
I doused it with water, but only the part on fire, the top half.
You want to know how I learned that water comes out of a bucket? Thanks to Minecraft. I learned how to do this because of Minecraft.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the
That
morning.
narrows it down a lot. So in that hour and a half difference changes everything.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
What was in my mouth?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
Yay!
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
But of course it can't. I don't know if it actually is Kyoko. It's too early to decide that. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's possible.
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever, which is why I can't let that happen.
Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone.
Yet.
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me?
Yeah, after how many people died so far?
Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway,
Oh,
Kyoko
that was easy.
actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
First Danganronpa stream, you missed a lot, Bloop.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Wait, what do you mean?
Huh?
Now she's passing the blame back on me?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Okay, Kyoko.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Oh, we did find a tarp, though. We did find that tarp. A certain something at the scene was used to cover the body. Could it have been... It was the tarp.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
Makoto's like, no, I'm the ultimate main character. I can't die. Well, I'm the ultimate dead character then. Peace out.
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did.
By the way, chat, I know I've asked this a long time ago, but let's say if you all had an ultimate title, what would you be the ultimate of? Like, I'd be the ultimate sloth, but what would you be the ultimate of?
The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side
Kyoko
that
is
faced
too
down
smart
over
for
the
me.
body,
She's
meanwhile,
smart.
kept perfectly clean.
The ultimate arsonist. I like that.
This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder
The ultimate
actually took
gourmand.
place.
Nice. By the way, I'm looking forward to when I get to the other games. I wonder what other ultimate titles I will see. I wonder if there's actually like a crazy title that doesn't make any sense in the second or third game.
In other words, to create an excuse
Like one that's just
exactly
like
the one Makoto just gave us.
I'm gonna do the others. Not right away, but soon. Like, I'm gonna take a break after this game when I finish it, so we will get there, cheese. Or give me all your monetary gains and I will play it right now. Cut this game off, play the second. I mean, here's the thing though. I have this on Switch. I have literally 2 and 3 in one cartridge. Remember, I bought the cartridge which has all 3 games right there, so why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp, if it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But yeah, don't tell me anything about the second game or third game. No titles about them. I'd rather wait until we get there. Like, if I can finish this game next month, I'll wait a couple of weeks before going to 2 so I don't burn myself out, and then there'll be like a long break between the games. But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Spin it! By the way, I've heard that the music gets even better in 2 and 3, so I'm looking forward to hearing the music. Music!
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
Great job, Hero. Appreciate it.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
Oh, I'm in here too.
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Of course it didn't get dirty. I remember the blood on the body hadn't dried yet. Yaka even warned us not to touch it to avoid getting any blood on us.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from...
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side
There was
wet.
blood on it, so we gotta use the body before the explosion.
The tarp, it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Oh, probably the wrong timing though.
Shoot!
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting
So it's
wet.
gotta be the body before the explosion, or I have to analyze
The
something.
tarp was only dirty on one side.
Dirty on one side.
Is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
All
But the
right.
underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Can I use it on the didn't get dirty part?
By covering the body
Body with the tarp, the killer prevented...
Hold on a
The reason
second.
the tarp was only dirty is
Because the sprinkler, but the underside, it was totally...
it's because that side was protected from the water.
So I should probably use it
Facing
on the
down toward-
last one.
Of course it didn't get dirty.
Here. There we go.
No, it's wrong.
We got a break. Right thing, wrong
One
time.
side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you.
Or blow up the entire thing, you know?
If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
I mean, yeah, Byakuya's got a good point, though.
Oh, yeah, true.
By the way, chat, I just need to know, has Yasuhiro been helpful in any case, though? I feel like the longer we go on, he just becomes more of a comic relief, which he even brought up, saying, oh, I got more comfortable with you guys. So yeah, this is the real me.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Huh? The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
Oh yeah, here, I got this bag of blood.
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
Does the nurse's office have blood packs?
That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
Dude, how many blood packs are there?
That's not what happened this time.
Ah, yes, the nurse's storage of blood packs. Give me all of them, please.
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Oh! Oh! Did they kill a chicken? They killed a chicken!
Chicken blood?
That explains why we're missing a chicken!
Chicken blood?
Oh, they killed. Oh, innocent chicken died.
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder,
I
there
get
were
it, that's
4.
foul. That poor chicken, though.
Someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just
Can we get an F for the chicken, please? Can we just get some Fs for the chicken?
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from
I feel
the
sorry for
scene
that
so they
chicken right
wouldn't be
now. That
spotted
chicken did not
walking
deserve
around.
that.
Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw.
Now we gotta find. I don't want to find the chicken corpse.
Had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
Oh.
When you discovered the
Kyoko was
body,
like
was it
thinking
wearing
about
the coat
every
like you
single
normally would?
situation, basically.
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Wow, they put all that effort just for that poor excuse of a dress up.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body. The coat they've already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred.
We all need a Kyoko in our lives, don't we?
They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
To frame Kyoko. So either way, it will either be me or like Makoto or Kyoko to be framed. But now that Kyoko brought this up, now it opens up to everybody else now.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Explain, Kyoko.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. But still.
So who had time to kill a chicken, put the blood on the coat, put the coat on the dead body? Somebody was thinking about the chicken, unless...
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Hold on, I already have a sus person though. I have a sus person right
Oh
now.
no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Throw me under the bus again, Kyoko?
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound.
Oh,
Makoto's alibi
flip.
is
She is not, forget throwing me under the bus. She is taping me to the ground for the bus to hit me right away. And the sus falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Nice! Great. I got the disguised dead body. Fantastic.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one.
Oh man, I'm screwed. Great, you got new evidence.
Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
Great.
Serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
I'm pretty sure you all end up dead anyway.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
Wait, that's his nickname for Makoto? Big Mac?
No, not that.
Wait, did somebody dig?
I
Wait,
just
did
remembered
somebody call him
something
Big Mac
super
before? We need to get a bus, okay, and throw Makoto Naegi under, okay? Ah, Genocide Jill did it. Gotcha.
Well, don't just stand there.
I know the South Park
Outfit.
reference, Blue. I gotcha.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
one we found stuck in the body before it exploded,
Oh, that
right?
South Park bit was amazing, especially when the kids are on that bus trying to go to school, and in the middle of it, they just, like, the freaking counselor and the other teachers just threw him under the bus. They just tossed him in there. First time I saw that, I died. Go
According to
land
the
me
Monokuma
wings.
file, the knife went all the way through.
Get
from
leaky.
front to back.
That part was
So,
hilarious.
What about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Well, I'm just saying, over 20 years of South Park, and it's still funny to this day. I freaking love that show.
That's what I thought when I first saw it.
Pixel
I just remembered.
likes that show. Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to Makoto? Huh, me?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
Okay, so here's the thing. It's like, okay, so Kyoko brought it up that I should have the knife. So either way, if Kyoko's trying so hard to throw me under the bus, why?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
Oh, quiet, hero. You're the sus one around here.
The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Considering everything up until now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Great, I have to get myself out of this trap now. This guy's dead body, exploded body analysis and fragments near the dead body. Me not sus, you're
The
sus.
knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to
Oh my
Makoto.
goodness, Makoto really did this like in big letters.
Really is, isn't it?
Why didn't you say?
I was afraid
Stop it! Stop saying stuff about me.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
This isn't helping
Just
at all.
because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Apparently.
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question.
Getting stabbed. It couldn't be
Took
the
that knife of
stabbing.
yours and killed her with it.
Stab, stab.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Oh my goodness, this is not good. We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the top was removed, which means that when the knife was thrust through the coat into the body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Oh, no, wait,
Really is, isn't
wrong
it?
button.
I was
Okay, just
afraid
give me a
of that.
second. Just gotta look through the stuff again. What were the ones again? This guy's dead body. Yeah, so it couldn't have been, yeah. The knife was afterwards.
If he did have that
So I
knife
think it has to be
then that
this
seals
guy's
it.
dead body near the
Just because I
end.
had them, that
I think that's where I gotta
Getting
get at.
stabbed is what
There we go.
No, it's wrong.
The knife was put on after the coat, so
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
lies. We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
or maybe 3 times. The 3rd time for fun. Everybody does a little stabbing for fun. Don't stab for fun, please. The victim was stabbed twice on the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. Let's see, they were dead before the blast. Yep, there we go, in the Monokuma file.
Got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
Wow, we have a great person, don't we?
And the knife
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
Stabbing is
They
not fun,
probably
don't stab.
stabbed her to draw
No
attention
stabbing.
away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body
Remember
afterward
when
was
that
probably
happened?
meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
Motion sensor bomb.
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Jeez, Byakuya.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on
Why
this.
do I have to tell him? There's only one explanation I can think of for the explosion. Just want to look through everything before I use it, just to make sure I'm not choosing the wrong thing again.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
You were there when you were dismantling the robo.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma.
Ah, naked Monokuma is really cursed. They really stripped him down.
It's part of a bomb.
Oh, then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Ding.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect.
And we're back to Kyoko again.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine, I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate.
Then, shall we continue the debate?
The music is so
victim's fatal
good.
Injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Was not the explosion, that's for sure.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
A thick metal pipe, basically.
And more than that,
He was hit in the head with a metal
the
pipe.
victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
The knife was a cover-up and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh, which only leaves the pipe.
Then, shall we continue
It's the
debate?
pipe, the metal pipe.
Fatal injury has yet to be.
I got it. I got it now. I got it. We need the metal pipe.
Oh yeah.
Where's the metal pipe?
There was There's evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
There we
More
go.
than that, the victim has suffered countless wounds across her entire
It was the metal peepers she was hit with in the back of the head.
Shall we continue the debate?
The victim's fatal injury has yet to...
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong, Byakuya. Break, Byakuya. Break.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
From the metal peeper.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
As thick as a metal peeper. Do we have something that's as thick as a metal peeper? Hold on, let me check my evidence real quick to see if there's anything as thick as a metal peeper. I don't think we... The titanium arrows. They could be us. I don't think they're thick though, but titanium is not weak.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
No, that is anything but.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
I play a lot of Minecraft.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
Why would you?
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able
You
to
hold it
swing
like
with
this,
any kind
with
of power.
each of your hands on each end of the pickaxe. Literally, that's all you can do.
I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Anybody want to see that test?
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
Oops.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
I'm disturbed.
Seriously?
Maybe one isn't thick, but what if there were more? True.
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know?
If you have 10 titanium arrows together, that could be a four. That could be good. That's an object
what
right
was
there.
it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Byakuya's like, I know, but I'm forcing Makoto to say it. I don't want to waste my oxygen with you lowlives. Literally. The real murder weapon. I'm gonna say the titanium arrows.
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her.
Those are the
And that
only
something
blunt
was
things we got.
The titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
I knew this whole time. Thank you, Makoto, for saying the obvious.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Was that at the bottom of the locker? I mean, it also shows that we got this, the bloody duct tape, which stuck all the arrows together. So pretty much, yeah. So pretty much it's the tape that held them all together, and then that part, along with the arrow, forced. So yeah,
Hey!
that
How
makes
dare you
yeah.
backtalk, Master? You have no right.
It's like I got the idea in my head, but talking it out is kind of weird right now. But I
I'm just saying what
got
I
it.
think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting it, but because there's one more thing about that weapon, one more secret. Bloody duct tape, wood block key, titanium arrows. All right, I'm gonna stick with the bloody duct tape.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
All right, so far so good.
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
What's the problem, Hina? Tell us.
Because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right?
Yeah.
It seems like an arrow would just be...
Here we go. Gotcha already. No, Hina, shut up. You're wrong. Now break your brain.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Tape.
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape.
The most dangerous weapon. Don't play with duct tape, fellas and fellows and others.
The killer
Lovelies. Yeah,
probably
lovelies. There we
uses
go.
duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
I mean, the thing is, you can't have so you have a pickaxe. You have like all these garden implements in the garden, but no, you got 10 arrows and duct tape. Where the flip do you find duct tape and 10 arrows that easily? Well, I understand the arrows, but where the flip do you find duct tape that easily?
And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
Oh boy.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
I mean, in the school store with the mono machine made. Oh. I love spending 100 coins to end up with flipping duct tape and a bra with hands on it. Oh yes, my favorite stuff.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we
And a
have
bag of
proof,
potato
of
chips.
course.
And a donut
Don't leave,
floaty.
Makoto.
Wait, I met her in the dojo. Yeah, I saw Kyoko in the dojo. I mean, she was the first person I saw in the dojo.
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer.
Oh, this game would be crazy if they can say objection. If I heard objection, like my Phoenix Wright flight or fight senses would be tingling right now. I'll be like, whoa, Phoenix? Edgeworth? Kyoko's female? I don't know. Who do you consider the Edgeworth in this game, though? I don't know, because Byakuya and Kyoko are like their own ways because they're both like, I don't know, they got that prosecutor spirit.
You know what
But
will
who's the
happen if
real
you do,
Edgeworth
don't
here?
you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
I can live with that. All right, we all die. Bye.
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence? Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo? It must be connected to that dojo locker. The woodblock key that we found in her room.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
You told me about it!
Because I found it in your room.
You gave me a letter to look in your room. What do you mean? How do you know it was me? Girl, you gave me the things to find it.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb.
Wait, what?
That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
I love her. I mean, she's my friend.
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just...
So like Kyoko, where you found the key, like... Okay, I've been seeing these wall emotes, so that Fifi wall and Dono wall. Can anyone explain what Dono wall means? Is it literally just talking to a brick wall? Is that what the emote literally means? Like, I keep seeing these. I need to know the meaning of that. I don't even know what that means.
There's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something.
So it's literally talking to a wall.
Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there?
I wasn't there. You were dreaming.
That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
Where's the love music? I need that love. Where's that love music? I got the playlist. Where's my love music playlist?
What?
She was protecting me? Then does that mean she... Those are some funny emotes. I need cute emotes like those. What the heck? Hold on, I want emotes like those. How can I get cute emotes like those? She knew I was being attacked. And she came to my rescue. Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko... She killed someone... for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A
Oh,
verdict
boy.
is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is
Oh
just
man, this is getting
ridiculous.
crazy now. Something tells me this isn't gonna be over by a long shot.
But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
Oh.
I should know.
What? Yakuza should know better than anyone? What does that mean? Spin the room around, let's do it!
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said.
She's not the killer?
I'm not the killer.
Okay.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
This is getting very interesting. What is going on here?
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier.
What's the theory?
You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Oh, because he had a room key. Wait, Kyoko gave her room key to Byakuya, right? Which would mean...
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
No friggin'
Exactly what I
way.
I'm not the killer.
The thing, yeah, because she had
You
a
should
key taken
understand
away,
that more
so...
than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
Hold on, I gotta
There's
get
proof
there.
that you aren't.
No, it's wrong.
If this is what I'm thinking it's turning out to be... Holy flip!
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room
Why not?
because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in.
Her secret? What was her secret?
Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? Oh yeah, something was stolen. Holy heck, this is getting deeper than I thought. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the Mastermind has laid for us. The Mastermind's trap? The Mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What if Kyoko is the Mastermind? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The Mastermind's trap? The victim was Mukuro? And Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The Mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. I mean, to move on, we have to expose it, don't we? Because if we... These choices are not going to lead us anywhere.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Kyoko's definitely lying. And it must be because there's some other deeper truth she wants to keep hidden. Why does it sound like Final Boss music?
I didn't have
Before we move on, I just gotta find out her... Let's see. He used a secret tool, which is something that was stolen from Monokuma. And we have yet to find out what that is. Or did we find out? He did censor it. And it had no monitors or security cameras.
Because I'd given it to Byakuya.
Okay, that part is true so far.
There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Wait! Wait! Wait!
Someone other than me must have put it there.
That's the only explanation.
She said she's stolen the secret thing which lets her get into any room she wants to.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten...
No, it's wrong.
Holy heck! That's a break.
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room.
She was trying to throw us off.
You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Actually, to be precise, not quite. I use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost. That's all this means.
Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Wait, what do you mean time's up?
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up. All done.
Wait, we never had
all
a...
finished. The class trial is all over.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on a second.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you. But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
Wait, do I? This is throwing me off for so much right now. Sup, Rush? Woo! I'm really confused right now. Good job, you got it right. Brilliantly right. We got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko!
Now then,
I prepared an extra
very
special punishment this time. Is everyone ready? Okay then.
Let's give it everything we've got.
It's punishment time! I guess we're just, oh. Kyoko, no! I loved you! Oh. Oh. Oh boy. So we were right, but... Huh. Time for an after-school lesson. I don't think this will not be my favorite lesson. Oh, Kyoko. Wait, what is he teaching? I just saw what he was teaching for a second there. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. That sounded like a Go-Gurt exploding. And that's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba came to an end. I still had to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent, or regardless, the truth was lost forever. Even for me, I just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Mukuro's class trial, and in the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. Once that case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again. We have attained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. Wait, what? Peace, but only inside the school. Peace, but only for us. That was the only hope we had? Excuse me, what am I even looking at here? This is messed up. Hope. Hope. Hope? This is Hope?
No! This isn't right!
Oh. Huh?
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
What is going on here? That was... Hold on, there was so many weird things with that whole thing. He had became... Why did I need to see that picture? That was not wholesome at all. That was it. Oh. That was the bad ending? Oh. That was disturbing as heck. Oh. Her claim? Oh, that's right. Also, Toko died. Even in the ending, Toko died. How did Toko die? Oh, that's right. I have to... Do I expose Kyoko's lie or not? If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving a mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? She's not wrong. I have to think about this very carefully. What do I do? I have to decide right here. So pursuing the lie was the bad ending. Oh, wait. Oh, I had to sneeze. That was insane. Wait, what if I run away? If I run away, will that lead to another bad ending or something like that? I can't believe one of them was just a bad ending. What the heck? And I thought like the Phoenix Wright ending in Justice for All was crazy though. Does anybody remember that in Justice for All, the last case? You do have a choice of whether to make it guilty or not guilty, and one of them is the bad ending. That was crazy. Let's let it go. There's a lot of false endings in this game, is there? Wait, how many endings are in this game? I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact?
Oh, I hit everything. Sorry, allergies are bothering me right now.
I see. So you still refuse to accept it.
But the thing is, even with a bad ending, I'm surprised that it let us back into the game, because usually in, like, for example, Phoenix Wright, when you get the bad ending, that's it, the game just ends. And you have to go back to the last save. That would be insane if that happened here. That would mean I have a lot of catching up to do.
I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room, that it was someone else.
But
Hello, Firebrand, how do you do?
I mean, Biapia had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
You've never seen that ending before? What was that? Wait, Kane, what ending are you talking about?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
All I have to say, the ending I just saw right now was so weird. Super weird. Hey, Solo Kissin, welcome to the stream. How do you do?
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It was such a cursed ending because it's like, oh yeah, everybody looks happy, but then I realized we're still trapped in the school. Toko died. Hina had to birth all those That was disturbing.
it had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Oh dang, I'm being thrown under the bus now.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
Do you want to know something better about that ending?
First of all, there's
I don't see
something
anything
off
better
this
about that
entire
ending at
trial.
all, unless you mean Toko
You all see
died.
it, don't you?
Toko's dead.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial.
Wait, you know what I just realized? Monokuma had to be there for all the births. So basically, Monokuma is legally a grandparent at that point.
And Kyoko even said
Or a
it's
godparent.
a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be.
So wait, in that ending, she exploded? I mean, yeah.
Okay, time's up!
Oh, wait a minute.
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
Yeah.
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
Don't tell me I just chose another bad ending. Oh, wait. This one is canon then. Oh. Final results? Hey. Oh, I thought that was another bad ending. This one's canon then?
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
Oh, Makoto's not looking so good.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
So wait. Is it really going to be... No freaking way. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
Yep, they got it. Wait, what do you mean they got it right this time? Hold on a second. Something's going on here. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense.
Shing!
It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way. So wait, Isn't there a trial like this in Phoenix, right? Yep. I just talked about it. Unless you... Wait, are you talking about Phoenix Wright Justice for All or Apollo Justice? Those two games involve different endings, but... Hold on a second. If we were right this whole time, were we right in the other trials? Or have we been leading students to their deaths?
Thrills, chills, kills!
Oh boy, it's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Kyoko!
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Are they really gonna kill off the main character? No friggin' way! It was a great protag, but oh well. Thanks for the 100 bits, but they are not killing off the MC, what? No freaking way! I mean, I assume it's the same punishment. I mean, Monokuma doesn't change it up for everybody, but... Oh no, I have to see the whole slow... Oh. I'm just amazed at this point. I don't want to learn about the birthing process. But I that can't be it, but we got the results, so that means Makoto is canonically... Wait. Alter Ego? Yo! What is going on? Alter Ego strikes back!
What?
Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that... yeah, it had to be. Alter Ego? Alter Ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell, I don't believe this. It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words,
Wait, Soul, you're right. It's good that Alter Ego helped me, but what the flip happened with Kyoko? Does Alter Ego not care about Kyoko? Like, oh, you're not Makoto. Bye, Kyoko. What I'm saying is you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit, in a way that's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
calm down.
It's okay, we're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words...
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. What are you talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. So wait. The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. We got the good happy music now. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Are we just replaying? We're just going back to the intro already? It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are 2 things you need to attend to school. 1, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate student was me. Wait. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I've ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Oh. Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again. And then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast, dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the sea. You remember the prologue looking exactly like that? Yeah, I remember. Instead of a classroom, we were in a garbage pit. My memory was way off. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I gonna be stuck in here till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now, for myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began as garbage. First up was to start looking for a way out of here. This is crazy. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna take a small restroom break and I'll be right back. We will continue this in a couple of minutes. So enjoy this music. I'll be right back. There's so much to process right now. Take this time to get some water, stretch and whatnot. I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. After, I hope everybody had a good break and whatnot, we are back with more Danganronpa. Still can't believe what just happened right now, but how is everybody else doing right now? Is everybody holding up alright so far? I'm just checking up on my notifications before moving on. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, cool. Alright. Let's move on with the game. Let's see what the rest of the game has in store for us. Not much to examine here, I guess. Alright, let's search the garbage. Is that an airplane? Playing Oblivion while listening to streams got turned into a vampire, the sun hurts. Huh. How'd something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Yeah, why is there an airplane in school's garbage pit? Who's been recycling airplanes? This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down in here with me. Do I see any other desk here? But what is this? That's a rocket and a tank. Oh wait, are those the other Monokuma stuff? I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. The other punishment specials? It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, might as well eat the garbage. I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all... Oh. But that was pointless too. Next, I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides, but that's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was stop talking because the more energy I waste, the more I'm going to die. Go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. But the thing is, could you really sleep with a bad smell like that though? Oh yeah, let me just sleep on the garbage. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. Crunch? What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, a pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude. Oh, before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
My garbage girl's here, my garbage princess. This place smells awful. Cup Noodle Kyoko, my beloved. My garbage princess has arrived. Thanks for the 100 bits, by the way, soul. Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious I'm here to help you? I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Water and jelly donuts, my favorite. Thank you! I snatched the jelly donuts and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was all in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. And then, I had to use the bathroom. Oh, I had to use the bathroom down here, didn't I? Ugh. Ooh, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going for about 20 seconds. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
Hmm?
Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt. Or no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So, you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
Even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that, you didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason I had to survive no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to the school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Host Peak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak.
Indeed.
That's right, at least I did. Once. Once? Until recently, I've forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? Amnesty? Then, is it really true you lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived to the school? The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. Mayoto? Is this the best time to make shipping names in the garbage pile? I couldn't remember why I come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. The ship name is actually Nagiri. Nagiri. Sounds like a food. Have you had about that Nagiri? Well, what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow, they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you.
However...
And it could also mean, somehow, my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Fiatico? Fiatico? What are these weird names you guys coming up with? Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But what if you say it's true? Why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind wouldn't notice right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility, a theory, a game theory. Thanks for watching. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind, one of us. Asa Donut, the Tina X Donut. I ship them. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she will look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but you're stupid. I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind. Oh, hold on.
Understand.
Bug on the wall. Get that bug out of here. Oh, that was an ant. There can't be ants in this room. Why is there an ant in this room? Who's been bringing ants to my room?
I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Hold on, I'm gonna put my legs up here and cross them. There we go. Ugh. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right? By the way, chat, just to make sure, has the audio been alright this whole time? Everybody all good? Everybody still chill with each other?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just our personality. Alright, here's the next shipping name, Pixelkuma, there we go. Best shipping name ever, yay, it's me and Monokuma, weird, ain't it? You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. I mean, that was pretty obvious. The ultimate detective?
correct.
And the reason I came to Host Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone, who?
So,
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. Oh. Yes, Mr. Kitty, I know you're the headmaster and everything, but I would like to marry your daughter. What?
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? A lore dump and an actual dump ain't too bad. I mean, dump all the lore in here. This is where all the trash is. Then that explained when Alter Ego told us he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
no matter what.
No matter the cost.
So,
You've seen worse places to dump lore? Like in my stream, right? My stream is the worst place to dump lore. Don't dump lore on my stream. I have no lore. Kyoko, what's going on? My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However,
Well, listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. Having no lore is my lore? You got that right. I only said what I felt based on what I seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then what did you see in there?
so,
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers thumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map? DOMS! That's a bad map. There's nothing written there. Hey fandom, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you wanted to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have cameras or monitors. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever is going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean? Hey, Bull, thank you for the resub, buddy. Appreciate it. 26 months too long, buddy. By the time I turn 30, it's gonna be way too long. Getting old already.
so,
I can't explain it. You need to see for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important. And really ominous. Do we continue talking?
however,
Of course, once I got to the second floor of the dorms, there were no cameras and no monitors. 2 years, what the hey? So you think that's way too long? I don't know who's got the lead right now. I think it might be Kane that's got the lead. How long has Kane been subbed to me for? Like more than that. Yeah, 51 months. I think that's the longest right there. That's pretty much 4 years. That's 4.25 years right there. Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukoto Ikusaba, doesn't it?
However,
just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
anyway,
What can I say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukoto Ikusaba was to get me killed. I ended up doing that, and I saw a cursed ending. Get you killed?
indeed,
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak at your discretion.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukoto Ikusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukoto may have not become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. Oh. I could have become the victim?
indeed,
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean during the night? I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room. So I was about to die. That's freaking horrible. I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
however,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to whoever the mass assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So all of this would mean that whoever killed Mukoto is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try to kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukoto. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukoto was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair?
It would seem
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then dare,
Indeed.
make no mistake, they are the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Chapter 5 is over. Surviving students? 6. Still 6 of us. To be continued. Cherry tomatoes that was out of the drywall? Who hides food in a drywall? I don't want the rocket, thank you. Wow, so is this the final chapter? Is chapter 6 the final chapter? Do I write the final chapter now? I guess I'll just write that then. Dang it. Let me type it. It won't let me type it. The final chapter! I mean, I know I'm not gonna finish this tonight because, you know, if this chapter, depending on how long the stream goes, I don't know if I'll finish it tonight, but we will finish this soon. But I can't believe it, the final chapter already. Here we go, let's do it. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. So what can we do? Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Oh, I left it in my room. Thanks, Kyoko. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Let's do it. Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then it clicked. Yes, it opened!
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. I smell like trash. I am trash. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief because I smell. Because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Here we go. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. What a thrill. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help me keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride.
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. Stop hinting about Among Us. Or what, you'll blow me up? Oh, boo-hoo. Ah, my nose is getting stuffy little by little. But it's our... But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride? So that explains. Before I came here, when was looking up... I found a typo. Before I came here, when was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Crazy typos. because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kitty detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect? I have absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
However,
But he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really,
so...
the way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow had been following me in my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever, I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that?
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. That must have been one extremely long, awkward climb then. But dang, this is getting crazy. Looks like this is it.
indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch in the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that this is where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Oh good, that would suck if we were locked in. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. Good thing she mentioned about opening it. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Hey! Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. This is insane. So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry, what you think is gonna happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before, but what does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makoto's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we really don't have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Monokuma in the gym with them gains. Let's go, Monokuma. He's going for them gains. I understand completely. Monokuma's getting them gains. But here we go. Let's see Monokuma in the game.
Well now.
Hey. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko!
Right.
Do whatever you feel like you have to. You didn't get notified? Oh, poor Blazing Ice, I'm sorry. Did you... So here's the thing. Twitch notifications not good. If you get the roles on the Discord, you'll get notified about those if you get the roles on Discord. What did you miss? Everything in chapter 5. I almost died. I didn't die. Crazy stuff. What?
However...
But before you do, let me say one thing.
No.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose?
Hey!
You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because...
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words...
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
However...
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
Right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. Did I get the alt ending? You mean that disturbing ending with the kids? Yes.
However...
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. By the way, Cheese, how are you surviving here in 2 different streams? Just listen to my velvety voice instead of Dana. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
Am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well...
And you can prove this, right?
Well...
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
That doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because...
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. he would have been gripped by the despair you love so much to inspire.
However,
But here we are confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this will be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope. Oh yeah, they're watching this moment right now like, oh, check out this amazing scene.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take up my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Makoto's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time
for one last showdown. One final battle. Oh,
between hope and despair.
sometimes the voice lines are really random.
Hey,
Well, that will make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this will be our chance to expose the true identity of Makoto's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? Right, viewers? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm pre-bear to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can
Let's have
barely
one
contain
final
myself.
grisly showdown. You agreed? Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that, then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Makoto's death and solve the mysteries of this school, then you win. But if you can't do all that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I wanted to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rules? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure, so what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement. You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Makoto is no exception to that. Huh? Makoto's trial is no exception? Then it's a part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Makoto... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Host Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden? I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, will ya? Why so mad?
Whew.
Mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone, get out of here! Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. So, pretty much from what it seems like, one of us is still sus. One of us 6 is still the sus. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away, and just like that, we were out of the gym. Holy flip! I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it of another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world.
it would
The
seem
mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all the rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words.
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words.
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game but a one-sided slaughter.
At the very
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
I can't believe how quickly they killed off Junko so quickly. She was there, she's gone. Quickest death ever. So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time,
correct.
or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway.
Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
Shall we go?
They're probably in the dorms somewhere, shall we go? I mean, she is right though, if one of us is still sus, working together with everybody isn't gonna be the easiest thing, right? Somebody here is still sus and we're gonna figure out who. We're gonna figure out who's the sus one in this very big situation. Oh, I thought I'd find like where everybody is. So I'm gonna guess that everybody's probably in the dining hall. And suddenly we were greeted with... It's right in your face and you didn't even realize. Wait, what do you mean it's in front of my face? The actual killer? The actual mastermind? You again? Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. He's speaking the language of the gods, I believe it. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. I mean, the thing is, if I had to guess another person, it'd probably be Byakuya, but then you'd be like, oh no, Pixel, that's too obvious.
Is that Makoto?
No, I died.
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto. Huh?
You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
My bros.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Boo. Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto, he smells like a wet dog. Get away, shoo, shoo! And in a flash, my tears dried up. Wait, what just happened? All I know is that the bot took it away, so... Wait, somebody was trying to spoil the game to me? Holy flip! All I know is that I just saw messages. There are people are making spoiler bots? What? Are you freaking joking me? There are spoiler bots for these games? Why do people do this? I didn't see any of it because the bot took it out, but dang. Holy flip, that took me off for a loop right there. I didn't read any of it, but that's good though. I can't believe that people are making spoiler bots though. There are people out there who do this just to ruin it for everybody else. Are you joking me? Freaking heck, thank goodness my bot took it away because it was too long. But are you serious? That's what happened to TF2? TF2, that's what happened to TF2. But either way, let's just continue this. Let's chat with everybody. Let's move on with the game.
Yo.
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? Like, was he referencing like the real Miss Cleo like thing? Oh, you're just referencing another bot. Gotcha. I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why Izzy you escaped execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. Oh, I didn't want to go to the kitchen. I wanted to talk to Hina. I wanted to go to Hina. I wanted to talk to Hina. There we go. So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we have access to new places again. Yeah, we got spoiler bot, okay, but good thing I didn't read any of it. I just saw the name spoiler bot and messages deleted because my bot, took it away for the messages being too long, so good thing that my bot took it down, but that was only because the messages were too long. So I'm kind of worried what would happen next time if it happens. Like, what the heck? Why do people have to do that though? Like, if my bot didn't do anything, I would have read that and been spoiled on this game, and then I probably would have just been done. I probably would have just ended the stream because that would have just ruined everything. Holy heck, that was the first time I've ever seen a spoiler bot come in, but not the first time I've been spoiled though. Second time, this is the first time I've seen a spoiler bot. The first time I got spoiled was for a different game where somebody just came in and just copied and pasted everything. I don't know if that was a bot, but it could have been, but this one was like message after message after message of spoilers. I'm like, all I know is that the last I think one of the messages was too long because the bot said, oh yeah, message too long. So yay bot, but I was kind of worried right there. It would have been unfortunate if you read that Monokuma is the mastermind. Well, thanks for coming everybody, see ya. But yeah, the thing is, I appreciate everybody here, you know, doing their best to not spoil the game, because I know it's easy just to say, oh, Pixel. Like, that would be crazy if, I know. I always say, try not to spoil the game because that would ruin the fun out of it. Yeah. It's just that I like to be surprised with this game. I know that people like seeing my reactions to these games. I appreciate that, but I don't want to read anything about it. I want to be surprised so that when you see these things happen to me, you get the most genuine reaction. If I read everything and then it happened in the game, I'm just gonna be like, oh. I'd rather be surprised. I like being surprised in video games. And no dice, all the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. This was the reason why you didn't check out my Kirby streams? Oh, come on, fandom. Kirby eats things, Kirby gets power, Kirby destroys God. Is that a spoiler? Then where can we go to find new clues? Blue, stop talking to everybody about your creepy bed. Ah, you stink. Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. This smell is so smelly. Ah, super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win. He seems happy for some reason. By the way, chat, before we continue on, you know what I thought would be a fun stream? You know what would be a fun stream though? So I'm trying to get my VR headset set up again. I was thinking, does anybody want to see me stream Resident Evil 4 VR though? Not the one that's coming out next year, the one that's out right now for the Oculus. I did try to make a YouTube series, but I only released one episode. I was thinking that now that I'm focusing on streams more, I could stream Resident Evil 4 VR. It's on VR? Oh yeah. Well, the current Resident Evil 4 is on VR. Like, Capcom made a VR version for the Oculus Quest 2. And then next year, there's a remake of Resident Evil 4 that's also going to be VR for the PlayStation VR. So before I move on with like Village and the other games, I decided, you know what? Let me play Resident Evil 4 in VR. I played 7. I played 7 so far. I've only played 7, and 7 was a blast to play through. Resident Evil 7 was a lot of fun. So to everybody who checked out my Resident Evil 7 streams, thank you so much. But here goes for a future of Resident Evil games on the stream. Hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma. We can't even get Earthworm Jim on VR. Can we get Splatoon in VR, please? I want to go under the ink and jump out and go crazy all over the place and get dizzy.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the Last Class Trial. Last Class Trial?
In other words,
We're gonna redo Makoto's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about
What's
that?
the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you.
Huh?
Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What, you're saying the mastermind killed Makoto?
That's right.
That's right, it was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he will be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
But executing Makoto, who was in the blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. Gradius VR? Alright, chat. Give me the worst game to have in VR, though. Like, the worst game. One that would make you so dizzy or something like that, though. Which game would be the worst for VR? I would say Splatoon because it's all gyro-based. You have to look around to shoot. The rule, and you're just constantly moving. The rules state that only the blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
Pong? Pong? What are you in Pong? The ball? Pong? Team Fortress 2 VR? LSD Dream Simulator VR? I've never played that game, but I've heard it's wacky. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't ya?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again, later. Oh yeah, one game I will never stream is VR chat because I played VR chat a couple of times. I've done a couple of videos on my YouTube channel about it, but I had to cut away like a lot of stuff in the VR chat videos of the weirdest stuff ever. There was one time when I was playing VR chat, someone flashed my screen like it was flashing colors. So someone was walking around freaking almost causing epilepsy thing around. People are crazy in VR chat, let me tell ya. But there were more good than bad things in VR chat. Like, I've seen crazy stuff, gigantic models, people being ridiculous. It's so fun sometimes, but I would never stream that. If I ever want to make more VR chat content, I would record that off screen. Even though that most of the stuff I do on stream is now going to be on video to be edited down, I don't really record outside of streams anymore, so... Well, for specific games, I would stream away from... I would record away from streams. So knowing all of this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway.
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone?
No.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms while talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with the way things that they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I mean, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
Anyway.
I mean, Toko, you sure you want that? In that future, you died. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I say. But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
Indeed.
That's what I thought too. At first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, didn't he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh, but why?
So in other words...
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
In other words...
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind will have to be one of them?
That's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? What? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all of that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting sus anytime Monokuma was active? Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
But...
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
I mean, that's the thing, chat. When I play games, So here's the thing with me and spoilers. So during the lockdown, I watched all of One Piece to catch up, starting from episode 1. And I did not know about 95% of the spoilers. The only spoilers I knew were like early on in the series, but after that, I knew nothing. Somehow, I'm just good at avoiding spoilers unless someone in chat, like a bot, decides to spoil everything. I don't get why, but I like to be surprised. That was one reason why I liked about One Piece. There were so many surprises in there. You still know nothing about One Piece? It's about a pirate trying to search the One Piece. There you go, spoiled. Boom! You got spoiled. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry, chat. You know what I'm in the mood for, chat? I kind of want food. And maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Holy flip, has it been that long already? It's been nighttime for like hours.
This is a school announcement.
Oh, it's a different one.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered
True ending mode?
Ending mode.
Oh boy, true ending mode.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
I love Monokuma's laugh. How very magnanimous of him to lock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of
At this point, I can only rely on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then, after making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, he didn't take me with him. Dies. Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream or coffee. So, a mug. You're totally useless. So, bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Okay, alright gang. Shaggy and Scooby, you go by yourselves. Velma, you go along with me and Daphne. Let's go, gang! Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know. But up until now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. Sakura, you're the true one. You're not useless. If you hadn't been there, I would have died. Question, how do you watch anime? Okay, so are we talking about dubs versus subs? Okay, to me, I don't see a versus, but I mostly go for subs first, but if I heard if the dub is good, you know, it doesn't matter with me. I watched Full Metal Alchemist dub, and I had a fantastic time. I started out with the One Piece dub, but then I switched over to subbed when I realized that they didn't dub every episode. But for certain shows like Yu-Gi-Oh!, which censors the heck out of it, I watched the Japanese subbed version because the English version censors out so much. They changed so much in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dubs because they try to make it more for kids, you know. I know that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is basically one whole marketing thing, but in the sub version, there's like a lot more stuff that they talk about, while the English dub tries to dumb it down a bit. Or Kaguya-sama, the sub and dubs are great in those. They both have, like I said, there's no problem with dubs though. If it's like a, well, I can't say Funimation anymore because Crunchyroll is now both Funimation and Crunchy as one, so the Crunchyroll dubs are good. Like the dubs nowadays are good. They don't even have any censors basically. But back then, back when it was 4Kids though, 4Kids censored a lot of things. So I don't know if anybody knows this, but for One Piece, they had to censor all the guns in One Piece to water squirters. So all the guns, they had to change all like the black colored guns to green for water squirters. All cigarettes had to be taken out. So Sanji's cigarette, no, here's the funny thing. There's a character named Sanji. He's a cook, right? And he smokes a lot. But in the dub, they changed his cigarette to a lollipop. So every time you see him in the dub, he's always got a lollipop in his mouth to replace the cigarette. Also the jelly donut thing. They can't say rice balls. But wait, here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing. So when Brock first mentioned the jelly donuts, they were rice balls, right? So, you know, I just thought like, oh, okay, so they censored that. But in a future episode, they mentioned rice balls. I don't know if it was an Orange Islands or Johto episode, but they especially mentioned rice balls. They mentioned rice balls and not jelly donuts. It was mentioned, and it was still a 4Kids dub, not the Cartoon Network thing. Hey, I don't know what's going on. If they're gonna censor, they're not really. They don't keep up with it. The continuity is bad, is what I mean. Apparently, Japanese food and Japanese culture is bad. Oh wait, I wish I can show it, but I don't want to get like, because the thing is, if I show like a Pokemon clip, it'll be bad. But wait, I think I can show a picture though. Hold on. I wonder if I can find it. If I can find it though. Oh, good, there's a picture. There are pictures. Oh my goodness, I need to find what. Okay, here's a perfect one. All right, I'm gonna show everybody this picture. So in one episode of Pokemon Advanced Battle, or you know, when Ash is in the Hoenn region, there was a. Okay, so in one episode, there was a rice ball rolling down a hill, right? There was a rice ball rolling down a hill, and Ash caught it. In the American version, it's a freaking sandwich. But the thing is, it was rolling down the hill. It would make sense for a rice ball to roll down because it's perfectly intact. How can you explain a sandwich rolling down a hill intact? Like, it showed it rolling down the hill, and somehow the sandwich was intact, like it was glued together. Like, I want to know if I can find a GIF of it. Can I find a GIF, though? If I can find a GIF of it falling down, that'd be great. Nope, that's the rice ball one. Oh, wait, I found it. Like, and it's gonna be in bad quality, but here you go. Look at it. Look at this, though. Explain that. Explain how the sandwich is intact when it rolls down a hill. Look, I want to know what kind of sandwich that is, because that sandwich was kept together well. Censors are freaking crazy, though. I mean, we can talk about stuff like that. We can do that next time. We can talk more about that stuff next time, though. Makoto, that's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
Okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two. Indeed. No, it's just that this will make a great conversation next time, though, because I'm pretty much getting to that point right now. I am getting tired. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're gonna do our searches separately doesn't mean we can still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work out together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then...
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
Correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go to before. Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. Alright, it's just me by myself. No time to waste, time to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. I mean... Oh! We got the good music again! But we already know about the file though. They've been struck in the head with a metal object, the ticket's a metal pipe, body was covered with other wounds, blah blah blah. Once we find out who killed Mukoto Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? Alright. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, on the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I have to do a double check. I have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Nice. Oh, so thank you for the 50 bits. That's a lot to check out, though. All right, so let's see. A lot to check out. Good thing they're all written down, though. You expect the changes added to when they put Nook's Cranny? Oh my goodness. Not Nook's Cranny. Oh wait, they're all marked out for me. Yay! I'm so happy they're all marked out for me. I would have been checking that list back and forth. Oh yeah, we haven't seen this place yet. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? I don't know. Maybe because the cooler is... Oh, wait. Is there where they put the dead bodies? There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side... What? What's on the other side, Makoto? Tell me, boy. There's some kind of weird machine up. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Oh, there's more. Does that mean that this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Who wants to see the dead bodies? Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge? That means in one of those containers, it's a container for Mondo butter? Not Mondo butter. Oh wait, the tarp. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. I wonder why. I think I searched everything but the cameras and the TV, I guess. I'm surprised the camera can work with how cold it is in here. You gotta keep... Okay, I get it. You gotta keep the butter cold. I get it, chat. Mondo cool. What else am I missing? Is there something else I haven't checked yet? Do I check the fridge again? This is one of those fridges they put dead bodies in. I've seen them on crime shows and stuff. Then does that mean everyone who died is... They're all in this little room? Can I open it though? There's some kind of weird machine. Oh, it's the same thing. The ones on the left and the right hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I kind of get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. Oh, and those little lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside of each slot lit up in blue. Another one of the victims is... Oh. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who died, and that's to defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9? Wait. Shouldn't there be a 10th one, or did they not put... Oh, wait, it depends if they put the body in it, though. Hold on, I gotta see one thing for real then. Okay. There's one location I gotta see. If the body is still there, then that's good. The body's gone. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's 9 bodies in the fridge, 16 students. This is not adding up. If the body's not here, it's probably in the morgue. But if that were the case, there should be 10 lights on. It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? Hold on a second. What is going on? The Monokuma flower. Oh, okay, it's the same thing, but yeah, the body's gone then. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played the key role in another case, so... I better look into it. Hold on a second. There's something going on then. Is the game telling me that... I need to play this game more. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. Then this originally came from the Biolab? Nice! This is kinda getting crazy now. Like, my theory is that... That's all I really needed to check here. Well, that was quick. Oh yeah, the original Pokemon Snap is coming out for the N64 app. Nice. I mean, I already played the original Pokemon Snap, but I haven't beaten the new one, though. I don't know, maybe I'll give the new one another shot again, but the old one is worth a shot to play through. The new one is a fun one, though. The old one is a fun one, too. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
What do you want? Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? So there would be, what? Junko, Sayaka, Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Taka, Hifumi, Celeste, Sakura, and Mukuro, right? Yeah. So... if the body's already in the morgue, which I presume it is because that's where all dead bodies go, but only 9 lights are on, one of those who died probably did not die. So is that the big mystery? But I've seen them all die, so what could this mean? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master Will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so I'm gonna get going. Yeah, goodbye. Oh man, I need to keep drinking water though. It's just that there's so much talking. I don't know if anybody else gets this, but I don't know if I might be getting a little sick, but whenever I talk and talk and talk and talk and talk because of this game, my throat starts to burn up a little bit. Either that or that's the acid reflux going on. Ah, the acidity of that reflux. You gotta love it, right? So should I check in here again? Let me just go through these one more time though. So the ones on the left, the ones on the right. Oh yeah, we can't forget about the gray man. We can't forget about the gray man though. We all respect the gray man that we see in the comics though. I respect the gray man. Alright, let's check out the data center. We gotta go through the Monokuma door. Monodorma. I love Monodorma.
Hey, Makoto.
Oh, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But...
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean...
So, here's the thing, oh yeah, Kane, it would be easy to open all the morgue freezers and then we find out for real, but I think Makoto's too scared. Also, I think in that case it would be disrespectful to the dead ones. But fandom, there's one thing. So, a long time ago, I used to voice characters in all the games that I play, so I used to voice them. I remember playing through the first Phoenix Wright games and I voiced the characters. My voice would die instantly after a stream. So I stopped doing that so I can continue doing this without feeling like, oh, I gotta take a couple of days break. It'd be insane to voice characters, so that's why I just do it in my voice. Only do voices sometimes, but yeah. I can't voice characters like that because otherwise my voice would die no matter how many times I drink water. I know it would be fun, but that would mean I would only stream once a week then because my voice would die quickly. There was that one time where I lost my voice for a long while. I think I had to stop streaming for about a week or two, because of my throat. That was weird. Because it might explode, right? And that really sucks. So you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Toko, can you come down here? We need you to open the door. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Do vocal exercises? Please, I've been doing voices for many years. My voice is strong enough. No, it's not. It's weak. It's super weak. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Into Monokuma's face. What the flip? Are we in a Monokuma robot room? There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... Huh? Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. And also the thing is, I realized that more people like how I sound. So I just thought, I'll do voices sometimes, but people do like the way I sound and how chill my voice is. So I thought, why the heck not? Might as well, right? What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Imagine it's just Monokuma with a freaking gun. That'd be amazing. Monokuma's just sitting there like, I didn't say you can come in this room. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Even me probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? Pit? Pit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you just can't or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says data center. Data center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled data center. That must be the one she pushed. But the data center, that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's what the strange noise came from.
Yeah.
Oh, did she summon Monokuma right there? She just summoned Monokuma to the data center. It's the Monokuma button. Did I just hear what I think I heard? There he is. Is that Monokuma? Yep. Hey, Monokuma. Hey. Yeah, give me all your donuts. Oh, is Hina? Oh my goodness, it's the Monokuma control room, isn't it? Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. She was about to kill me. Hina was about to kill me right there. Hina's like, what was that? Boom. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Is the Monokuma button. Hold on, I want to talk to Monokuma again. Aw. I want to hear more Monokuma stuff from Hina. But that's crazy. We found the Monokuma cockpit. Mono cockpit. Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma? Huh? What do you mean? What were you controlling just now? It was Monokuma. Monokuma? What, for real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Oh my goodness, you're right. We found the computer room! Oh yeah, chat. So as a fun thing, I did mention that depending on how things go in November, I might do a 24-hour charity stream for Extra Life Charity to bring that back. And I was thinking that the game that I would try to stream for most, if not all of 24 hours, would be Shadow the Hedgehog. So I get to suffer while raising money for charity. Depending on how things go 5 months from now. If things are okay 5 months from now that I can do it, I'll do it. But if I can't, I can't. We will see in November. We will see in November, but that's just an idea. It's just an idea. The Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room, and this control room is totally separate from the data center area of all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the Mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. And it's true. Hyoko's theory is right. But if the Mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true, it's a very polar. Okay, we already know. Yeah, it's one of the 16 students who's controlling the puppet. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? I mean, also the freezers did the morgue freezers did tell us that it's one of the dead students now. Supposedly dead students. So one of the supposedly dead students is the one controlling Monokuma. You love that line from Sonic. He's so casual about saying Shadow again, even though the last time he saw Shadow was Shadow plummeting to death. I don't get it. It's like continuity doesn't exist because Shadow did die. But wait, what came first? What came after Sonic Adventure 2? Was it Sonic Heroes or Shadow the Hedgehog? Which one came first? So did you know that one of the students is controlling Monokuma? Blazing Eyes, you better stop spoiling me right there, buddy. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like... Did you know that Monokuma's made of flesh? Flesh. But yeah, Sonic Heroes came first, and even then, Shadow's just there because he thought he was a clone. So even in that story, they passed by his death so easily. Because I don't think anybody in there mentioned, oh yeah, Shadow died, oh my goodness. Only Shadow was the only one that's like, I'm the clone. By the way, is the one in Heroes a clone? Because I know at the end of Dark Story, we found all these rooms that had these Shadow clones, and then Omega blew them all up. So I don't know if the Shadow we have now is real with the clone. Have I seen Beta Monokuma? No. If you want to share Beta Monokuma, share in the Discord, because I think the links are disabled in chat. Share in the Discord, in the gaming chat, I guess. You want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. This is crazy, though. We found the Monokuma room. Oh. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. Oh, you're right, it's locked, but why? To control Monokuma. Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair, you can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey.
It's for your benefit, because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just upped and stopped moving. In that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did ya? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hat? Oh, that's a hatch. The hatch on the floor? Too bad, that was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. What a jerk. He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, is keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Eden took off at full sprint, and I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Big discovery, though. Super big discovery. Can I go in to see Monokuma? Monokuma! Aww. But Monokuma's face is there. Like, he's there. I want to see Monokuma. Oh, the headmaster's room. Oh, wow. This is the headmaster's room. I heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. What's up, my buddy boy, Byakuya? Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78 student registry? It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So in other
Apparently
words,
class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems Kyoko was in a hurry. What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tear and the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
so in other
words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro than we still didn't have. Wait, what kind of info is it? Why don't you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can ya? This seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Oh, that's Mukuro? Huh, interesting. She looks like a Persona protagonist. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all of this. I need to push forward my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there could be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her out completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of info within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further info about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals, 31, 22, 32. Oh. Whoa, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that info is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Okay. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice for me to use, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. That was a lot to take into consideration right there, Byakuya. Holy flip. There's so much I've heard and so much I have yet to hear. How much more info will I have to process in my head? Am I missing any other room besides the second floor? Because I know I have to go to the second floor. Let's see. What was the room that was important here on the second floor? Because I know I have to. Let me go check the. Let me check the list again. Let's see. The second floor of the dormitory area. Oh, second floor of the dormitory. Gotcha. So we checked out the headmaster's room, bio lab, data center, garden, dojo. So we gotta go back to the dorm and check out the second floor. Gotcha. There we go. Second floor, there we go. I don't think I've ever checked there. The gate's open. Oh, we can finally check it out, which means I have to do it. Let's check out those dormy dorm. Oh, what the heck? This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some kind of ancient ruins. Or not, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up in here or something. What? There's only one bedroom available here? Wow, this place is a wreck. Oh. Blood. Bloody blood. That's not good. These are not the back rooms, don't say that. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. It's also a rectangle, it's freaking... I wouldn't sleep on a bed like that though. Are the is the bathroom still functioning? I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. I'm scared of this bathroom. I feel like something, like, scary is gonna pop up and get me. Like, this doesn't look like Danganronpa anymore. This is a horror game. I think I've actually entered the back rooms. This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. So if the mastermind is in there, lucky you. Well, there's nothing to check out in this bathroom. I'm not observant enough to check. Let's see. The giraffe in a locker? Whoa. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope Peak students who came before us. The class for 4 hours must have used these lockers. But what about these metal plates, though? It's like these giant metal plates. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. I found a coin. Is that good? I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not gonna bother trying. I wonder if I can open this one. Locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Let's give it a shot. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader, and then... No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it. Which means none of us can do it. Is that so? I'm pretty sure they're all locked then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are not good then. I guess I gotta find stuff, and there's like blood all over the place. What kind of battle was going on here? Let's see what's in this room then. The back of the back rooms. What's this fancy room? See a pixel dog? This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. A regret? I love how she just pops in there like, I have a regret. Stands there. Oh, Firebrand. I'm sorry, my brain is like 50% right now. Whoops. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Time to look on the internet. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Can I not watch Twitch on it? Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the Ultimate Despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the Despair?
However,
there's not much though, nothing we don't already know.
In other words,
the Ultimate Despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sort of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete kitty failure. But any info about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. Ah, yes. The shadow people. My favorite kind of people. Hold on, chat. Let me respond to this real quick. Awesome. Alright, let's see. What else can we check out? The bar? A leather... Aw, not the bar. I can imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's chair. What's behind the door, though? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of the wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is probably made up of letters and or numbers. We really can't go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files in the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she can't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there might be some kind of clue waiting in there, but maybe for her there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. I mean, if it turns out to be the name, then that has to be the, like, that's a bad password to even use right there. Come on. But alright, let's do it. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. How do you spell your name? I collected myself, then turned to face a computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Wow, that actually worked. Who would have thought? What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
Why?
Why? Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Into the back of the back rooms. Oh. There's a lot going on here. Birthday present, a picture of her when she was younger with her father? Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Can I open it? But I want to see this first. I better check. Okay, we gotta check out the present. Happy birthday to me. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place here. The more I look at it, the more sus I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. I mean, we cannot open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. What, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it's what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway,
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Oh. Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approach the box. I slowly open the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... She said not to scream, dude. Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh! What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined? First birthday ever! Just as I thought. What? What? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing as that guy in the box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. So, can I get his blessing to marry you? Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the info we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. Okay, we got the 16 student part. Also, Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words...
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead, and somebody took out his bones and put him in the box. So somebody is incredibly messed up. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she can cut off all ties, but was that all there is to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Oh great, now it's in my truth bullet thing. I can't wait to talk about it in the trial. The best thing to talk about in the trial. This picture. Aww. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. It doesn't look very faded to me. It looks pretty clear to me still. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
Why would you...
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? Why? I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life or abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Well, mine now. But she was pretty much baby in there. That was baby Kyoko. That was adorable. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Oh, it's an e-handbook, right? And has a label on it that says in case of emergency. An all-access ebook? I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words,
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
it would seem.
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh, but Kyoko, I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay?
Hey.
Listen, Makoto? Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So.
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it only can inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I need
Just a
to
second.
get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you have with your dad. How come you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul? But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were gonna say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then, I'll see you later. Crazy. Is she really okay? Kyoko. It must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak masked headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out, and according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough. It's the same thing again. 16 students. They like bringing that up a lot. 15 of us met in the mail hall? The mail hall? What's the mail hall? Did they mean the main hall? Add a Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. Has anyone heard the mail hall? Oh wait, maybe that's where we met. Maybe it was the mail hall. I mean, Alter Ego was right. Technically, she was right. Technically, he was right, yes. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Apparently. Oh. Oh boy. I love seeing all these deaths. That's great. Yay. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are... me? Byakuya? Here up, this bug's about to be dead. Where are these bugs coming from? They're getting attracted to my light, though. Hiro. Toko. Hina. And Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. I mean, we're getting closer to finding out the truth about everything, right? So next up, now that we have an all-access e-handbook, the next thing we should do is check out all these lockers and see what's inside. so the broken ones we can open, right? Okay, so let's go with the ones that we can open. All right, let's do it. All right, got it. Not my handbook, but the other one. There we go, the e-handbook. Thanks, Makoto, for trying your handbook again. Oh, now we gotta do this. Okay, let's run that across the card reader and beep, beep. Just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we got inside. Oh. Wait, isn't this hero stuff? This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Huh. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw, but the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Wait, it is Hero's book! What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? It's the other Yasuhiro, which is our Yasuhiro. It's the same Yasuhiro. This is a crystal ball. A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. But we found this notebook. We literally found this notebook just then. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader, and let's see what we got inside. What the heck is this one thing in the... That's a really awkward looking thing. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose is it. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's private... Who's gonna care? It looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly. Like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there. Words I heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. Oh. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our students' prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our hope is not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be able to willingly go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. Dang, this is getting crazy. Watch out, Makoto. Kyoko's right behind you and she has a knife! And here she comes with a metal chair! As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. And I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Sayaka! Kyoko, it couldn't be anyone else. But if this belonged to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. when I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Oh. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. I can't believe, but there's an Among Us reference in here. But the more I see, the less sense it makes, because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. It's so neat how Kyoko managed to write all that to an ice cream sandwich. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward, and I have to believe in everyone. I know we got more lockers to check, but I'm reaching that point right now. I'm getting really tired, so we will continue this next time. I'll probably continue this either Sunday or Monday, but I will be back tomorrow with another stream chat, alright? Another game, a different stream tomorrow night. Thank you all for coming tonight. Thank you to everybody who showed their support tonight, to all the followers, cheerers, subscribers. Thank you so much for all the support. I hope you all have a good night. I hope you all enjoy the stream. If you haven't followed, please do for more streams like this. I'll be back tomorrow night with more stuff. And check out my YouTube channel. I upload almost every day with new stuff. Until then, I'll catch you all tomorrow night. Adios, everybody. I need food and I need sugar quick.